Alright, so here's a random thought that came to my mind. So I was directed to a link about brains in Marx's. This is the capital one. And let me search for brain, here. So here it is, productive activity. If we leave out the site of its special form, I guess these, I don't know what it means. The useful character of labor is nothing but the expenditure of human labor power, tailing and waving through qualitatively different productive activities are each productive expenditure. So tailoring is actually like thinking, right? So you measure somebody of human brains, nerves and muscles, and this is sense are human labor. So if he says that the expenditure of human brain, like learning, right, would that be productive? There are but two different modes of expending human labor. Of course, this labor power, which remains the same under all its modifications, the same, must have attained a certain pitch of development before it can be expended in multiplicity. But the value of a commodity represents human labor in abstract, the expenditure of human labor in general. And just as in society, a general or a banker plays a great part, but the mere man on the hand of a very shabby part. So, okay, so they are necessary, I guess. It is the expenditure of simple labor power, a labor power which, on the average, apart from any special development, well, maybe the special development is that, ideas. I'm looking for ideas, like where he gives credit to people having ideas, existing in the organs of every ordinary individual. Simple average labor, it is true, various character different. Okay, so we're gonna cite this. So this is a fascinating quote that I found. I didn't find it myself. I was actually directed to it by another streamer. Okay, so we're going to copy this. So productive activity. Simple and intensified. So skilled labor counts only as simple labor intensified, or rather as multiplied simple labor, a given quantity of skilled being considered equal to a gradient of simple. So there's skilled labor, and there is skilled and simple labor. That's it. There's nothing else. There's nothing like learning skills. So how do you go from simple labor to skilled labor? How does this add, right? So I guess you can be skilled labor, but how do you go from one to another? That's the question. Okay. Question. So there's a question. Yeah. Questions. How do you go from simple labor to skilled labor? Yeah. Is there any human capital generation involved? Okay. Okay, this is a very good quotation. So this is page 32. Here we go. So page 31, page 32. We're gonna quote this. Yeah, so let's this is the entire paragraph. Just as therefore the viewing the code of this is actually maybe the critical paragraph in here. Let me check. So we're gonna analyze those lines. I don't wanna know. Okay, here we go. So I got practical activity. Mm-hmm. Okay, so if I do, okay, so we don't have a divided by pages, but it's okay. Let's go over here. So this is it. Okay. Practical activity, if we leave outside special form, Zufokara is nothing by expend of human power, tailoring, okay. Okay, so all this, let's make it so it's clear that this is a quote, you know. Use of carrier and labor is nothing but the extent of human power to do quantitatively different productive activities or each expenditure of human brains, nerves, and muscles, and his sense of human labor. That there are two different types of expending human labor power. Okay. Okay. So let's do this. So when he says um, expenditure of human brains, does he mean planning to do work? Definitely, you need brain to command your body to do stuff. But it doesn't appear, okay? But it does not appear he sees expenditure of human brain as labor unless it is connected to making some stuff, and inventing is not making anything. There are two different modes of expending human labor power. Of course, this labor power remains the same under all its modifications. This one I'm really not sure about, must have attained a certain pitch of development before it can be expanded in multiplicity. So for him, it's like labor is this basic unit. But the value represents human labor in the abstract. Okay. But the value of commodity represents human labor in the abstract. The expenditure of human labor in general, and justice in society, a general or banker plays a great part, but a mere man, on the other hand, of a Chevy. But where is the somebody who's like designing all these things? That's the problem. That's what I cannot find it. It's expenditure of a simple labor power. Labor power on which. So let's make it general. It is the expenditure of simple power, which on average, apart from special development existing in organisms of every ordinary individual. Simple labor power. It is true, varies in character in different countries and at different times, but a particular state it is given. In the book, it is given. Okay, I don't think it is given. Wait a second. So countries cannot get better. right? Skilled labor counts only as simple labor intensified, or rather as multiplied simple labor. A given quantity or skill being considered equal. Wait, so he's coming up with like a unit of work. So wait. Okay. Uh, so okay. Wait. Huh. So simple labor is like unit of measurement for him. Yeah. Experience shows that this reduction is constantly made. A commodity may be the product. Experience shows that this reduction is constantly being made. Think labor only is simple. So this is like progress. So where is progress in all of this? You know, where is like progress? Where is progress and development happening, and how is it attributed to the value of the product? Because if it's not, then that's where the whole idea of theft is. If it is not, and we know it exists, then Marx steals it from those who think about stuff and gives it to those who do stuff. As workers, right? That's the idea. Experience shows that this reduction is commonly made. A commodity may be the product of the most skilled labor, but its value, by equating to the product of a simple unskilled labor, represents definite quantity of the latter labor alone. Okay, I think this is a page number. Let's see. Or I don't think. Oh, it's the footnote. Mm. Mm-hmm. Footnote 15. Okay, I wonder what it says. So let's see what's in footnote. What's about oh crap. We need to go duplicate this and see if we can scroll all the way to footnote 15. Wait, is it at the end of the chapter? Where does he have the footnotes explained? Footnote 15. Lee volume page 5. So what is this? These are end of book 1. Huh. Okay. Don't know how to find it yet. So the different sorts of labor are reduced to unskilled labor as they standard are established by a social process that goes on behind the backs of the are established by social process. So there are different proportions at which sorts of labor are reduced to unskilled labor as they standard. So this is production process. The different proportions in which different sorts of labor are reduced to unskilled labor. So this is production process. Yeah. Okay. Write it. Let me just write it. So this is production process, right? Are established by a social process that goes on behind the backs of the producers. Yeah. But who designed it and whether those should get any credit for it. Like designing the production process. And consequently, appear to be fixed by custom. Okay, not sure what is custom. Gotta say. Not sure what he means by custom. For simplicity's sake, we shall henceforth account every kind of labor to be unskilled, simple labor. By this we do no more than save ourselves the trouble of making the reduction. Okay, so simple labor is the unit of measurement. Okay, measure of, well, it's the unit of measurement. Okay, just as before in viewing, okay, so still not didn't find the, still did not find any contribution of human capital. So it's a brain. Okay, it's not a reference to brains like Plants vs Zombies. Okay, so brain. It's 19 references to brain, human brain, expenditure. Okay, this is 47. Quantity does not originate. Okay, so we have another one. Page. Questions. Okay, now we do this one. So this is page 47, yeah? That's page 47. He really doesn't. That's crazy. Okay, so human brain. Let me copy this. The mystical of quantity does not originate, therefore, in their use value. Mystical character. Wait, commodity appears at first a very trivial thing and easily understood. Its analysis shows that it is in reality a very queer thing, abounding to metaphysical subtleties and theological niceties. So far as it is a value in use, there's nothing mysterious about it, whether we consider it from the point of view by its properties, is capable of satisfying human wants, or from the point that those properties are product of human labor. So for him, human is just like machine. It's like not thinking. It is clear noonday. So Todd. All right. Todd. Since Marx is reducing humans to just bunch of muscles, and thinking is only needed to send proper signals to those muscles. To do labor. That's my conclusion now. Formal mention started making table as of yet. It's capable of satisfying human wants. Okay. Alright, let me see. Let me copy this. Need to annotate it. So here we go. It's my random thought of the morning. Woke up and of course the first thing on my mind It's Marx. But it's really the people in the chat. That's really what it is. Okay, so I'm gonna make it as a comment here. I deleted a. Okay, okay, we go. Still cannot find this mysterious contribution. Well, yeah, in Marx's theory, you're just a worker. So if you want to become a manager, you generally can't. you know. Um, this actually is probably a better way to do it. Okay. Let me see. The mystical character of commodity does not originate. Okay. The form of wood, for instance, is altered by making a table out of it. Yeah. Yet, for all that, the table constitutes to be a common, everyday thing, wood. But as soon as it steps forward as a commodity, it is changed to something transcendent. Okay, so this is how you come out. Okay, where is the contribution of the design? That's the problem, buddy. Okay. Okay, the form of wood for an altered by making by making the table out of it. So, question for you. Where is the process of designing wood into a table? Where is the contribution? So you build a house, but what is the contribution of the architect? You know, how does that translate into simple labor units? You know, that's the key. Okay. Wait. Okay, so he repeats himself later on. Okay. As soon as it steps forth as a commodity, it is changed to something transcendent. Yet, for all that, the table constitutes the common everyday thing wood. Okay. But as soon as it steps forth as a commodity, it is changed to something transcendent. How do you add? So, how? Alright. How do you add value to the table by saying that one table is better designed than the other? Okay. It's change constant trend. It is all. It not only stands with the feet on the ground, but in relation to other commodities, it stands on its head. Okay. It evolves out of its wooden brain grotesque ideas for far more wonderful than table turning ever was. Okay. So where's the design? Where's the added value of the design? Yeah. How many units of simple labor did it take to design one table over another? This is actually a great quote. You know, feet, but in relation to other commodities, stands on its head. Those out of its wooden grotesque. The mystical character of commodities does not originate, therefore, in their use value. just as little does it produce from its nature determining factors of value. Just as little does it proceed from the nature of this determining factor. For in the first place, however, a very useful kind of labor, productive activity, may be a physiological fact that they are functions of human organism, but each such function, whenever may be its nature or forms, essentially the expenditure of human. Okay, so he repeats that. Secondly, with regard to which forms of groundwork for the quantitative determination of value, namely the duration of that expenditures or the quantity of labor, it is clear that there is a palpable difference between its quantity and quality. In all states of society, the labor time that it costs to produce means of substance as must necessarily be an object of interest to mankind, though not equal interests of different stages of development. This is very hard for me. And lastly, from the moment that men in any way work for one another, their labor assumes a social. Oh wait. Oh wait. This is the theft right there. That is theft right there. I think. I swear. So, is that theft? Did I just find theft? Theft quote? Alright, it's another paragraph, page 47. Okay, so we have another one. Would it like do like this? Oh, this looks good. Oh, I can actually do this. Nice, I don't have to. Certain commodities does not return, therefore, in their use value, just as little produced from the nature of determining factors value. So, with this, actually, it's I think footnote 47. Let's put it. Means in all states of say the labor time that it costs to produce means of sense must necessarily be an object of interest to mankind, though it is equal in stages of development. And lastly, from the moment the man in any work one another, that it assumes social form. What is social form? What is? And lastly, yeah. What is social form? Does that mean that any labor is just labor for everybody and not for the person? So if any labor I do is just for others, so it is not attributed to me, but I did it, then this is the basis of theft from me towards society, right? Okay, we're going. Alright, let's see what else there is. Lastly, okay, and the expenditure of human brain. Okay, we can quote this one. Human brain. So again, it looks like expenditure of human brain is just giving directions to body to do physical things, not design things. Alright. And we are over here. Wait, I'm on a different page now here. Okay. Mystical character of commodity is not therefore in the use value, just little mystical m- mystical character. I want to ask that question. If I could, I would. What is mystical character? Um, is that the design? He called it mystery, and thus he stole from people who designed it, like inventors. But for him, it seems it is just mystery. Okay. So it's mystery. Hence, then arises an enigmatical character of the product of labor as soon as it assumes the form of commodities. Clearly, wait a second. This is mystery for him. Wait, this is like mystery for him. Okay, I swear. All right, let's do another paragraph. Page 47. All right. Then once. Holy cow! What is this word? Enigmatical character of the product of labor, so as it assumed the form clearly from this form itself. Wait a second. So maybe he has no idea how commodities are designed. If he calls this process enigmatical. Wait, so he doesn't know? Or like, so maybe he was completely okay. So if he was ignorant, he had good intentions. But it seems his ideology logically led to theft. Okay. The quality of all sorts of human labor is expressed objectively by the product, all being equal values. Okay, but there is no. Then it takes form. Okay, where is this? So it's here, yeah? Mystical character. The equality of all sorts of human labor is expressed objectively by the product, all being values. The measure of expended labor by the duration of that expenditure takes the form of quantity value. And finally, the mutual relations of producers within their social character and their labor reference itself take the form of social relation between the product. What is this? Okay. That is mystery. What in practice is social relation between products? Can I have an example? Okay. Clearly from this form itself, the equality of sorts of human labor is expressed objectively by the product being values. The measure of expenditure of labor by the duration of expenditure takes quantity value of the product. Okay, the measure of labor power. All sorts of human labor. Oh, okay. Okay, is expressed objectively. Okay. Um, so where is labor needed to design the table? You know, where products being qualified, the measure. Okay, so that's actually fine. Um, all being equal values. The measure of expenditure of labor power by the duration of the expenditure. Okay, is design of the table uh, done by the expenditure of the labor power. Okay. Commodity is therefore a mysterious thing, simply because in its social characters of meant to them an objective character stamped upon the product of their labor, because the relation of producers to the sum total of their own labor is presented to them as a social relation existing not between themselves but between products. So, wait, this is the reason why products of labor become commodities are at the same time perceptual conceptual. Oh my god, so this social. Okay. He thinks. Oh, it's so crazy. It's so crazy. So he says, that's not a paragraph. A mysterious thing. Yeah. Oh my god. It's madness. Social character, man's labor, beard them objective character and stamped upon another. Because the relation of producers to the sum of total labor is presented to them as social relation, existing not between themselves. So, social relation, so seems social relation is what designs the the table. So, people who work for the community for free do it and design stuff. But this way, by not attributing it to them individually, we steal from them, basically. Yeah, we steal from inventors. Yeah, huh? We steal from inventors by calling it relation of producers, by calling it relations of the producers to the sum of total own labors presented to them as social relation. Huh. That's fascinating. We steal from inventors by calling it relations producing some social relation. Yeah, the social relation, I suppose. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Anything else here? In the same way, the light from an object is perceived by us not as a subjective excitation of the optic nerve, as an objective form of something outside the eye itself, but in the act of seeing there is all events actual passage of light from one to another, from the external object to the eye. There is a physical relation between things, but it's different with commodities. There, the existence of the things, qua commodities, is the value relation between. Okay. Passage. physical relation between physical things, but it's different quantities, different things, commodities. The varied relation between products of labor, which stamps them as commodities, have absolutely no connection with their physical properties. In the material relation, there's a definite social relation between men that assumes in their eyes the fantastic form of relation between things. Oh God! So the social relation is just that this thing that, yeah, that's how he stole it. Wow. Well, I mean, gotta give him credit. It's a pretty brilliant idea. Here's where this still happens. So, so there's a difference between man assumes in their eyes fantastic form of relation between things. Here's the design. Mm-hmm. Therefore, knowledge must be recourse to the mass. Okay. But it's different with commodities. The existence of the things are commodities, and the value relation between products, man, labors, and commodities, absolute to their physical properties with their material relations right in their own. Definite social relation. So, product is social relation, but it is not attributed to anybody, and thus this anybody is being stolen from when it is not properly attributed to him or her. This is how Marxist theft works. Straight from the source. Fetish commodities. Okay. Huh. It's complicated wording, but in the end, there's logic to it. You can actually figure this out. It's not nonsensical, it's sensical. It's just, yeah, the fetishism of commodities has its origin, as the foregoing analysis has already shown, in the peculiar social character of labor that produces them. Yeah, yeah, the social character is the design. Holy cow. Okay. So the social character is invention and design. Very fascinating. Okay, I think okay, the general activities of utility become commodities only because they're products of the labor of private individuals or groups who carry their work independently of each other. The sum total of labor of these private individuals form an aggregate labor of society, since they do not come into social contract with each other until they exchange their products. The specific social character of each producer's labor does not show itself except in the act of exchange. Oh, so the social character. Oh, this may be the best quote. This is social. Oh God, this is basically the steal right there. This is the steal right there. Okay, so the sum total of labor, all these private individuals from the social labor society, since the producers do not come into social contract with each other, products, their specific, the specific social of each producer's labor, okay, does not show. Okay, social character of each producer's labor. Yes, this is it. This is it. That seems to be inventing, investing, and managing. And Marx basically steals it from them by saying that this labor, he couldn't avoid it. He just couldn't avoid this idea. Because of course somebody has to design this. Wow. Oh, I have alarm. Life happens. So we need to respond to life events. Social character of each producer's labor that seems to be inventing, investing, managing. And Marx basically steals it from them, saying this is social labor, that this labor is social labor and does not belong to a producer, but to society. That may be the clearest example of theft. Yeah, here it is. So, do not come into social contact with each other until they exchange a product. Their specific social, yes, this is it. I'm gonna their specific social characters of each producer's labor. Yeah, does not show itself in exchange. Okay. In other words, the labor of the individual itself as a part of a labor society only by means of relations which an act of exchange establishes directly between the products, indirectly through between the producers. To the latter, therefore, the relations connecting labor to one individual with each of the rest appear not as direct. Okay. He just wrote so much. Oh, goodness. The division of product into useful thing and value. Okay, we're just gonna get this entire paragraph. Hence, when we bring the products of our labor into relation with each other, there's value. Wow. Alright. I think I already have the quotes, like, really. Okay, here we go. Huh. In other words, labor of the individual asserts itself as a part of the labor of society. Yeah, this is another steal. It's like everywhere. It's all over the place. So, he steals from individual labor to society labor. And yeah. And hit to society labor. Wow. So, okay. Only by means of relation which is part of exchange establishes the direct between the product. Okay. I think I'm done for today. Well, on this video. Hence, when we bring the products of labor, okay, product into social, here of Lofik, and secret own social products for stamped objects to value much social product of the language. Okay, alright. So brain. This was a great search. Okay, so searching word brain. Yeah. Brain. Human brain, or human brain. Yeah. Okay. Let me check. Is there anything else? It's probably for another day. Fear, independent, being endowed with life. Okay. His brain. Okay, cool. Alright. Let's end it here.